The health benefits of taking bile salts after eating a meal on a regular basis. In addition to helping your body absorb nutrients from fatty foods, the bile you take from a supplement can be recycled over and over again by your liver for long-term relief from bloating, gas, indigestion, acid reflux, and constipation. Most people become deficient in bile as they get older, especially over the age of 65 because they have a fatty liver, a congested gallbladder, or because they've had their gallbladders removed. Many doctors calmly tell patients that they don't need their gallbladders, but they neglect to tell them the side effects that happen after it's been removed. For example, bile that's stored in the gallbladder is used for detoxification. Bile is squeezed into the small intestine from your gallbladder after you eat food that contains fat. And this bile is important because it binds to toxins, heavy metals, chemicals, and waste products, carrying them out of your body through your stool. Without enough bile, however, toxins can begin to build up in your body over time, causing fatigue, hormonal imbalances, skin problems, and even liver damage. Bile is absolutely essential for breaking down fats into smaller molecules so that your body can absorb fat-soluble vitamins, and it also helps to extract the phytonutrients from plants. But if you've had your gallbladder removed, you have a fatty liver, or you're just getting older, you may get a slower flow of bile from your liver and gallbladder, making you deficient in these important nutrients. A good example of this is how bile can support your bone tissue. Bile helps to transport calcium and other minerals into your bones because it helps your body absorb and activate vitamin D. Without the proper bile flow, however, your bones will get weaker as you age, and they will be more likely to fracture over time. As a side note, antacids and PPI medications also reduce bile flow, commonly triggering brittle bones. We also need bile to protect and strengthen our brains, as it helps to break down the fat into smaller components. These components are then used to build the protective coating around your nerves and your brain cells. Bile helps your body absorb omega-3s, which are absolutely essential for brain function, memory, and focus. Bile also helps the body to remove toxins from the brain, like heavy metals and excessive iron. It also helps to prevent amyloid plaquing in the brain, which is linked with dementia and cognitive decline. Interestingly, bile is also very important for balancing cholesterol levels, as it helps the liver to break down any cholesterol that you don't need. This lowers the risk of developing gallstones, fatty liver disease, and heart disease. It can help recycle cholesterol to make more bile salts in a delicate balance. But if you don't have enough bile, cholesterol and fat can build up inside your liver, and this can cause visceral fat to build up around your organs beneath your belly, which raises the risk of many different diseases. And bile salts are also very good for relieving pain in the neck and shoulders, since many people who are overweight or have a fatty liver suffer from pain in these areas. The excessive buildup of fat puts pressure on the phrenic nerve and triggers pain, particularly in the right side of the neck and the shoulder areas. Taking bile salts from a supplement can help to cleanse fat from the liver and organs to take the pressure off the nerve, so you begin noticing tight, sore muscles in your back relaxing. I would also recommend a magnesium glycinate supplement to help relax these muscles if you have this problem. Many people are also unaware of how important bile salts are for the thyroid. Bile is responsible for converting inactive thyroid hormones to the active form, and 60% of this process happens inside your liver using bile, and 20% in the intestines, also requiring bile. So if you've been diagnosed with an underactive thyroid, you may benefit greatly from increasing your bile storage and also cleansing your liver. Now, to switch gears, if you have dry eyes, vision problems or sore eyes, it's likely that you're deficient in the active form of vitamin A, which is called retinol. You can easily get this by eating fish, meat, eggs or dairy, but if you don't have enough bile, you simply can't absorb or activate this nutrient properly, causing dryness or difficulty focusing at night in low light conditions. It's important to note that you don't have to take a bile supplement to increase your bile stores. You can do it very naturally by focusing on cleansing your liver and eating more bitter vegetables. Later in the video, I'll give you a comprehensive list on ways you can do this, along with some supplement recommendations as well. Bile is also essential to protect against illnesses and diseases because it activates vitamin D receptors in your body, which regulate inflammation, control the immune system, and help to fight off pathogenic viruses, bacteria, parasites, fungus, mold, etc. By activating vitamin D, bile helps to prevent autoimmune diseases also, like MS, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, etc. I mentioned earlier that bile removes toxins in your intestines, but it also helps to destroy bad microbes that live in your gut, whilst helping friendly microbes to grow and flourish. Bile salts are the #1 remedy for SIBO, a situation where fecal bacteria has colonized your small intestine where it shouldn't be. Bile also helps your good bacteria to make fatty acids that can heal up pockets of damage in your gut to prevent celiac disease, leaky gut, autoimmune diseases, and allergies. Now, if you feel tired after you eat a fatty meal, bile salts can also help by supporting the breakdown of the fats into fatty acids that are then converted into energy to fuel your cells and tissues. Without enough bile, fats take longer to digest, causing you to feel sluggish after meals. Maintaining bile balance with age also benefits the quality of your skin, hair and nails, as it helps you absorb vitamin E, vitamin A, omega-3s, and it also helps your liver to absorb B vitamins. These protect your own body's proteins against free radical damage. Sadly, many people who follow a low-fat diet tend to get collagen loss, more wrinkles and premature aging of the skin because they aren't getting the essential nutrients that are found in fatty foods. So instead of going on a low-fat diet to lose weight, you should consider a low-carb diet, which is much healthier for your body. Another benefit that I enjoy is taking bile before bed to relax my nerves, as it naturally contains taurine, which has a calming effect on the brain and the nervous system. It also naturally lowers the stress hormone cortisol. Ox bile also has glycine in it, which is an amino acid that boosts GABA, a brain chemical that relaxes overexcited nerves for things like anxiety and stress. And bile salts are absolutely essential for both preventing and dissolving small gallstones. The reason these stones form in the first place is due to a lack of bile flow, which causes cholesterol to clump together with other materials and form gallstones. So if you've had your gallbladder removed, it is important that I tell you, you can still get gallstones in the little ducts that connect to your liver and pancreas. But increasing your intake of bile by using supplements or herbal remedies can ensure that the stones do not form in the future, and it will help you to keep metabolizing fat properly. So how can you tell if you need more bile? You may get stools that are pale or they float in the toilet when fat isn't being broken down properly. Pain and tightness in the right shoulder is a sign of low bile. Bloating after eating fat. Again, getting gallstones is a bile flow problem. You can get pain in your right rib area, dry eyes and skin problems as well because you aren't absorbing vitamin A. Cholesterol spots may also begin to form around your eyes. And generally speaking, a lack of bile causes constipation, acid reflux, and a range of other digestive problems. All of these symptoms can usually be improved by taking a bile supplement. So what types are available? The most common bile salt in a supplement capsule is called ox bile. This consists of cholic and deoxycholic acid. To increase your pool of bile salts in your liver and gallbladder, you'd want to take at least 300 milligrams of this per day. Take 1 capsule in the morning to thin out your bile, and another 2 capsules after your first meal to help digest your food. Ox bile is usually included in a blend with digestive enzymes, which also has pancreatin, which helps to further break down fats, carbs, and proteins that you eat. I'll link below to the supplements that I and my family take every day. I also want to note that if you've had your gallbladder removed, taking bile salts is absolutely essential to build up your bile pool. Now, if you're looking for something a little stronger, you may take 500 milligrams of TUDCA twice per day. This bile salt may be synthetic, but it has a very powerful effect in cleaning the liver and the gallbladder, helping to clear out bile sludge and dissolve small gallstones. Instead of taking a bile supplement, some people prefer to just support their livers and gallbladders using herbal remedies. These include Swedish bitters, ginger, peppermint, artichoke, milk thistle, and dandelion. Each of these herbs contains phytonutrients which stimulate the liver to make more bile, which can increase your bile pool. Healing your gut. Over 95% of the bile in your body is actually recycled. After it's used to digest your food and clear out toxins, most of it gets reabsorbed in your intestines. However, if you have some damage in your digestive system, you may struggle to reabsorb bile. I suggest healing your gut by eating more grass-fed beef, pasture-raised eggs, and avoiding grains, sugar, and seed oils. And also eating probiotic-rich foods at least 4 times a week, like sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, fermented pickles, apple cider vinegar, tempeh, grass-fed cheeses, and Greek yogurt. Probiotic-rich foods colonize your gut with friendly bacteria, which helps to recycle your bile, support your liver, gallbladder, and the rest of your body. For more information on cleansing and detoxifying your fatty liver, you may want to watch this video that I've put on the screen now. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you great health, wealth, and happiness.